Okay, so 17 people were injured last night in Louisiana at some gathering on a park where there were a whole, must be 200, 300 people present, and these two groups just started firing on each other. Uh, and now we have more than a dozen people injured. This occurred late last night, Sunday night, but today's Monday. So, you know, when I hear stories like this, I'm always kind of questioning of why police officers can't seem to understand the fact that because they talk about these 200 to 300 witnesses, why none of them come forward. And it's very, very, very simple. The witness protection program just throughout the U.S. is very abysmal in and of itself. But not only that, who wants to be the snitch? Who wants to be the one who goes and says, "Oh yeah, it was that guy. He did it. He was responsible. Yeah, it was him. Oh yeah, I'm saying it was him. And here's where I live, by the way. And now I'm going to be dead too." Who wants to have that happen to them? Where no one is compelled to go out and say, "Oh, I know who did it. I know it was that person," and with good reason. I don't want to go out and put somebody on blast and then get blasted at because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. The one good thing about having that many witnesses is that now they'll be less tempted to just single somebody out and go, "Hey, what do you know? What happened? What occurred?" And I'm not saying it's right to withhold information from officers. You know, you had America's Most Wanted, where they would allow you to remain anonymous if you turned somebody in or basically gave off tips that led to the capture of a convict or just some person that was on the run. Now, see, the system worked because you were not, your information wasn't put on blast. You weren't put on blast. You weren't revealed. You were not exposed. So it would just be this thing of, "Oh, who told on me? Who said this about me? Who did that about me?" But when you have the New Orleans Police Department or Louisiana Police Department, whichever branch operates in New Orleans where this occurred, by the way, going out and saying, "Oh, we've got 200 guys and we know someone saw something," and "Oh, yeah. Okay, well, let's play a little game." And again, I'm not trying to trivialize this or make this seem any worse than it is. It's a tragedy. It's ridiculous. It's horrible. They shot a 10-year-old who wanted to go or wants to go to the Army. And the idea that you're that young and you have to take a bullet is ridiculous. But I want to see, just out of those 200, 300 witnesses they're talking about, how many of them actually go up and report this and say, "Oh yeah, this happened. That person did this. That person did that." No one is going to do that. They're going to be sitting here 3, 4, 5 years from now and just saying, "Oh man, why do we say that? Why do we say all these people were supposed alleged witnesses to this shooting?" Which they were present, but I mean, if somebody throws an egg on the ground behind me, I don't know it was them. I didn't see it, so I'm eyewitness. Uh, I really want to see how much time passes before they get one of those witnesses to come forward, and not only that, they catch the people who are responsible for doing it. Because I guarantee you, in the hours that pass since then, they're out. They already said they escaped by foot, and you're never going to see them again. That was the last time you see their foot. So I really hope that the victims of this recover. Uh, it wasn't a planned thing to shoot those particular people, at least not the majority of them, from what we know. And it's just this continued cycle of violence with guns that nobody is doing anything about. And that's ridiculous. We're just going to keep, bodies are just going to keep lining up over and over and over again just until we don't have any people left. I'm not saying get rid. I'm gonna do something else on that. I'm not gonna get into my disillusion with the way guns are handled in the U.S. But that's about it. tragic shooting, and I'm glad no one's deceased.